In the beginning, there was a city called City of Gold. There was a god called City God. When he looked at the city, he noticed the city has been dominated with the spirit of the evil. He came down below the earth and gathered all the spiritual god of the city. As he met them, he told them that the City of Gold has been dominated with the spirit of evil, and he want to volunteer to go and look after the city. King Shi volunteered himself to go and look after the city to protect them. As the god hear him, he grant him permission, and they left. This is the kingdom of demon. All the demon in the city were coming to deliver the soul they have taken to dark crystal. But there is a servant of King Shi among them, pretending to be one of them. But none of them notice him. The gatekeeper too also didn't notice him as he reached the table. He quickly carry the dark crystal and keep it under his clothes. As he carry it, he run in order not to notice him. He follow under the gatekeeper. And everybody was busy talking without noticing him. But one of them perceive him and go close to him as he was going. She removed the cloth from his body, and all of them see him that he's not one of them. They rush to him, and he quickly caught, and he keep running, but all of them started following him. As gatekeeper was about to catch him, King Shi draw him with his magic rope, and they were unable to catch him. King Shi took him away on getting home. He sleep for 3 days, while everybody keep looking at him. As he wake up, everybody moved closer to him, and King Shi appeared to him and gave him elixir to drink in order to replenish his strength. As she drink it, King Shi tell him that all the demon folk on his body is left. They told him that he can rest now. After 7 days all shall be saved. King Shi took him to holy temple. As they enter inside, King Shi tell him that he entered the demon realm and stole the dark crystal. He has proven himself more worthy. King Shi tell him that he's the warrior chosen by God, but he has not realized his full potential. It require more training to unleash his full power. King Shi remind him about a year ago about a lady that is possessed with demon him, and his friend enter inside to meet the woman. His friend drag her hand and some drag her leg, but she don't give him attention, and she left when reaching home. He was thinking about her. He remember 3 years ago, when he was on his table thinking about his life, then he saw some snow on his window, and he quickly go outside to check what was going on. When he reach outside, there is a young lady floating in the sky. After some moment, she come down to him, and he see her face to face. Then she left. He draw her picture and hang it on his wall, in order to be seeing her face every day. On that very day, while thinking about her, he hears someone knocking on the door. As he opened the door, he saw that it's little snow girl. He was so happy, and tell her to enter inside. As she entered inside, she was telling him about the storybook on his shelf. When she looked around, she saw her picture on his wall. She go close to him and tell her, "Does it worth it?" The following day, he go to King Shi, and King Shi tell him that he will return to heaven tomorrow, and the demon will come for the dark crystal, but the city keeper will protect it. In that very night, all of them started dancing and performing, and everybody keep looking at them as they are dancing. All of them turned to Snow Girl, and she started dancing. As she was dancing, Wukong entered to see their performance. When he entered, he see the way she was dancing, then she blink her eyes to him. After the show, everybody left and go home. Snow Girl and her friendy sit together, and she tell them that what will happen tomorrow night will determine their fate for the next millennium. And have you all ready? As if that demon are coming to destroy Gold City. Have you heard about it? And how can you catch demon? He told her that by using his eyes, he will fix his eyes on them till they reveal themselves. As he was about to go out, Snow Girl tell him to come and watch her show tomorrow night, and he tell her that it depend on who it is. And he left, but Lizard Girl moved close to Snow Girl and tell her that what if he didn't come? But she tell her that he will surely come. She started thinking about the life they have lived together inside the pool. She tell him that if she was a demon, will you still love me? But he tell her that if she's truly a demon, his spirit will be long gone by now, because human and demon walk separate path. And she say, nothing is colder than human blood. And she remember when she was running and everything, she stepped her foot that he did not come after the show. They all go home. Wukong come to meet her at home, and he come close to her bed as he was moving to her piece of ice. Started following him, in order to harm him. But when he looked into her eye, he noticed there is demon in the city, and he stand up and leave. He go to where dark crystal is kept and remove it from there, and keep it hidden so that they will not take the dark crystal away. As he left, the gatekeeper of hell them. She was trying to attack, but King Shi conquer her, and he tell Wukong to kill her. As he raised his sword up to cut her, he drop it and tell King Shi that he cannot kill her. Then King Shi used his power to collect the sword on his hand and stab him. After 1 minute, demons started coming to them in order to collect the dark crystal. King Shi tell Wukong to follow him. When he go close to them, he opened the fan and tell Wukong to started fighting the Demon King. 2 of them are fighting and started pursuing each other. After long fight, Wukong defeat the Demon King, and King Shi tell Wukong to kill the Demon King, but Wukong didn't make attempt to kill him, and all of them retreat and turn back to hell. Then he turned to his human body and everybody left as he see his girlfriend in the temple, tied down with strong chain. He break the chain and carry her on his back. Then he take her out of the place. Then they disguise and nobody see them. King Shi go to where dark crystal was and started casting some spell. On getting home, it started reflecting on Wukong's body. But when he looked at the mirror, he noticed his body. Remember when he committed an offense and they want to kill him with chain on his hand, but he break the chain and smash his head on the golden tablet and die after he died. His spirit left his body and they started crying for him. Then King Shi brought him back without a scar on his head. Then he go back to Snow Girl and drink the holy elixir. After drinking it, the poison disappear and he tells Snow Girl that he need to go to hell because he want to know the truth. On getting to hell, Demon King tell him that without the dark crystal, hell has no future. He tell him that he was framed by an evil doer and smashed his head on the golden tablet and die. But his wrong soul was resurrected, but to tell him that only demon can enter their word to adamant. But with angry he say he's not adamant and stab Demon King on his forehead, but he used his magic to push him away and show him his human body and started showing him how King should tell him to go and suck human blood in order to grow the power of dark crystal. But he didn't know his plan until when he saw him turning to adamant. That's when he knew that King Shi want to use the dark crystal to destroy humankind. Then Demon King tell him that he's only one that can stop King Shi and restore dark crystal. Then Demon King release his power and give it to Wukong in order to conquer King Shi. Then he got to King Shi and asked him that what was he doing with the dark crystal. But King Shi asked him that he go to hell. Where is Demon King? But he asked King Shi that is it true what Demon King told him. King Shi tell him that tomorrow at midnight he will attain the highest spiritual cultivate of all the three realm, and from that day henceforth the throne will be mine. Then Wukong look at him and tell him that he has been lying to him since all this day. But he reply him that you are God already. What else do you want? He push him with angry to the wall and tell him that he has never been to heaven before. He don't know how high the stair reach. He have never even set foot in Jade Emperor's palace and always wished to turn the world upside down. Then Wukong tell him that he tempt Demon King to take human spirit and he used him to steal dark crystal. He will tell the people of Gold City the truth. King Shi tell him that who will believe him because he's nothing. Back then, he couldn't reincarnate. He don't have a soul. He is the one that was keeping his spirit intact. Then he for this day for 1,000 years. Just one more day. He should not spoil his work. Wukong tell him that he's the biggest demon of all, but he tell him to get out. He's no longer his servant. Then he left and go to marketplace to tell people about him. When people gather him, then he tell them that everybody have been waiting for midnight. Waiting for the moment their lost spirit will return to them. But it's a lie. They lied to us, but people don't believe him. Everybody keep telling him that he was lying. They want to fight him instead. All of a sudden, he appeared to them, and everybody knelt down for him and started calling him Lord. He keep telling them to stand up, they should not bow to him. He will turn everybody to demon in the midnight. Then he asked them if they believe him and they say no. Then King Shi tell people that Wukong is a demon. He should show them his true body. As he want to transform to demon, he was trying to control his body, but everybody see him as a demon. And they started throwing stone to him, and a woman go close to him and throw him holy stone. And he eventually transformed to demon, and everybody started attacking him, while some people started shooting at him. When Snow Girl see how they are attacking him, she come to the place and carry him away. In the mid fighting, Snow Girl started attacking him with snow, but he keep guiding it, and Snow Girl give him hard attack and dark crystal fall from his hand. As Snow Girl run to take the dark crystal, he put her inside the cage and point his sword toward her to freeze, and she was frozen. Then he continues his ritual. Wukong go up to meet him. He saw Snow Girl has already frozen, and he was amazed. King Shi tell him that he has sealed her, noting will ever tempt him again. But he instantly turned to demon and carried King Shi and started using him to hit the root and throwing him up and down. But when he see that Wukong is beating him too much, he cage himself so that Wukong will not be able to touch him again. When Wukong noticed his hand cannot touch him, he removed his sword from his back and hit him. Then the seal break and he cut him into two, and then he exploded. Then Snow Girl seal break too, and she was free from the cage as she was falling. Wukong go close to her and carry her down. Then she whisper to his ear and tell him that it worth it, and she will always dark crystal come to him. And people's soul that King Shi has taken started falling down to them. Then people believe him, and he take the dark crystal to the place he took it from. Then someone appear to him and tell him to go and reincarnate because they need him in heaven. Then he jumped to Lake of Fire with his demon body. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more.